I'll talk about that after the video. Let's do this. I have a feeling I'm gonna get some backlash for watching this, but I don't care.
Hello friends, and welcome to another episode of What the Hell is Going On with your host, Ugly Belle Delphine. Now before you ask, yes, there is an Epstein Files video coming out. I feel like everyone has like streamer brain nowadays, and like every fucking video has to be breaking news in order to get the most views. But I am taking my time with it. I'm sure you understand, there is a lot happening.
I'm not gonna say much because I have a feeling she's gonna talk about the Emerald thing. So I won't be talking as much as I should. I'll just be watching. I might say some things here and there. I'm not sure. Can you hear me? Hello.
You know, with this anti-Semitic culture right now,
gosh,
she voted
my ear.
against a resolution condemning.
Oh,
is
oh,
Jewish. I just want to be clear.
do you want to go there, Attorney General? Do you want to go there? Are you serious?
Gentlemen,
Talking about anti-Semitism to a woman who lost her grandfather in the Holocaust.
I paused at the wrong time. I paused at the wrong time.
To a woman.
I feel like this. Wait, is my mouse over here? Yes, it's over here. I feel like this. Like I want to be apolitical. It's just not worth it. Politics is just not worth it. Like, this is some depressing stuff. Like, it's like you want to be apolitical, but everybody is screaming at you to be political. And then when you become political, you're forced to pick a side. And if it's the side that they don't want, you just get harassed, doxxed, etc., etc. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm sorry, my phone went off. Hold up. There we go. I'm not gonna lie, it's like this is just not worth it. I don't know who started political streams. I don't know who. I shouldn't say that. It would make. I don't want to blame anyone. Because at the end of the day, they're just making content. You know what? Whatever. I'll say it anyway. Whoever started political streaming, you know what? It's not your fault. You probably didn't know it would get this bad. But it's like down the road, which is now, it's going to suck for everybody who doesn't want to go into politics or just wants to stay apolitical. But no, that is not a choice. Alright, I have to ask a question. Do you hate it in some situations where the whole phrase silence is compliance, doesn't that sometimes irritate you? I mean, I get it in some situation, I understand, but there are some situations where it's like you just want to tell the person to just STFU. It's insufferable. No. It's actually miserable.
Who lost her grandfather in the Holocaust.
Your country, sir. Anyway, let's just forget about these satanic billionaire pedophiles running the world, and let's talk about some internet drama, shall we? Because that is what's really important. For a little over a decade now, the most inane things can get you called a racist or a Nazi on the internet, to the point where these words hold little to no meaning anymore. It's so bad that when someone is called a racist or a Nazi online, I'm immediately like, oh, what funny joke did they tell? But ladies and gentlemen, we have officially come to the point where not saying anything also makes you a racist Nazi. For the few of you watching this channel who are employed, there's a very popular Twitch streamer named Emaru. She's a cosplayer and just kind of a fun, chill, normie video game streamer. Well, the other day, someone in her chat asked her opinion about ice, and this is what she had to say.
Like, there's a certain extent where I'm like, okay, sure, I get people wanting big content creators to, like, say their opinions on, like, important topics. I get that, right? But it's like, if you need a streamer who doesn't even know anything about politics to tell you about politics, you probably just need to get off the internet.
In a world where it seems like every single celebrity is
You know what? I fully agree. I fully agree. Some people just don't want to talk about politics. Some people don't want to say the line because they're focused on something else. They got other things to think about. They have their own problems to deal with.
just screaming their political takes completely unprompted. This was a refreshing thing to hear. Seems like a pretty sane, rational, inoffensive thing to say.
I'm sorry for pausing. I noticed I talk too much. I'm sorry. It's like, I forgot my train of thought. Don't do this to me. Come on, brain, think. What was I about to say? What was I about to say? Wait, let me go back.
Right? But it's like, if you need a streamer who doesn't even know anything about politics to tell you about politics, you probably just need to get off the internet.
It's very understandable. Like, she doesn't do anything about politics. She doesn't talk about politics. And it's like, some people still got mad about it. And it's like, it's like it makes you want to, like, what's that word, that phrase? It's like you're walking on eggshells, or like you're scratching your own teeth or something. I don't know.
A world where it seems like every single celebrity is just screaming their political takes completely unprompted. This was a refreshing thing to hear. Seems like a pretty sane, rational, inoffensive thing to say, right?
Yeah, it's very
Wrong.
neutral.
This short little clip where she ironically tried to avoid controversy ended up being one of the most controversial dramas this year. I feel like decades worth of news has happened in the past like 2 months, don't you? Every day there's like a breaking
We're in February, like Q1 of 2026. Can we not? Can we not?
Story of the most insane shit you've ever heard in your life. And everyone is expected to have a fully formed opinion on every single breaking story. There's pressure to react, to pick a side, to condemn, to defend. But the reality is, when a story first breaks, we're usually not seeing the full picture. And that's why for years now, I have been using today's sponsor, Ground News.
Oh, no.
So let's quickly give them a shout out before we jump into today's video, shall we?
Alright. Let's do that. I'm sorry. I don't have premium. I do not have premium. I'm not spending $5.99 to get premium to avoid ads when I'm still going to get ads. I'm not dealing with that.
Let's quickly give them a shout out before we jump into today's video, shall we? Ground News is a website and an app that lets you see how news stories are being covered all across the political spectrum, from left, right, and center. Every story comes with a quick visual spectrum, from left, right,
Make America, okay,
and center. Every story comes with a quick visual breakdown of political bias, ownership, and headlines that helps you understand.
Wait, is that what MAGA stands for? Make America, oh. gosh, I'm so late. Whatever.
The full story and really make sure you're getting both sides. They really make it fun and easy to compare headlines to see how political bias and media ownership can affect the framing of a story. For example, let's take a look at this one about how RFK admits he used to snort cocaine off toilet seats. If you look it up on Ground News, a right-wing headline covers it like this: RFK revealed why he wasn't scared of COVID. It was a legendary answer. And a left-wing outlet covers the same story like this: Robert F. Kennedy Jr. doesn't fear germs, and his reason is really, really gross. Same story, completely different vibes. The Ground News feature I like the most is the blind spot tool. It shows you how news stories have been covered by only one side of the political spectrum and ignored by the other. For example, here's a story about how Hillary Clinton says migration has gone too far. Rare Hillary Clinton W. Suspicious. 37 sources covered it, 91% of those sources were right-wing, and only 4% were left-wing. Interesting. Or this one about how middle-class Americans are selling plasma because of financial pressure. Americans are selling their blood because they're so poor. 71%.
Can you I actually asked my mom one day, "Hey, we're very broke. Can I sell my blood?" Like, not a lot, but enough that is needed. I might not be the healthiest of the bunch, but it could be used for something. My mom talked me out of it. Oh, okay. It was worth a try. Okay, enough. Let's go through this.
Percent of the sources that covered this were left-wing, and only 14% were right-wing. I have been using Ground News for like 5 years now, and I am obsessed. It is one of the first apps I open when I wake up in the morning. It really helps me stay informed and helps me keep up with the news for my videos. But don't just take my word for it. Even the Nobel Peace Center recognized Ground News as an excellent way to stay informed, avoid echo chambers, and expand your worldview. Best of all, I am currently offering 40% off their Vantage plan, which is the plan I use to access all their amazing features. This comes to only like $5 a month, which is like the price of a cup of coffee nowadays. To get the 40% discount, just go to ground.news/shoe or use the QR code on screen right here, or click the link in the video description down below to subscribe to their Vantage plan today. Big thanks to Ground News for sponsoring this video, and thank you, the viewer, for not skipping the ad as always.
I didn't skip, don't worry.
Right. And now, let's get back to the video. In this video, we are going to talk about the drama surrounding Emaru, the people trying to cancel her, the mistake the left is making by embracing cancel culture again. We're gonna read some insane, hilarious tweets, of course, and then we will talk about my personal experience with these people. And what do I mean by these people? I mean the cult of the CryBullies. I'm sorry if I sound even more like a prepubescent boy in this video. I am a little bit sick, but I am here, slaving over a hot laptop for you. If you guys saw my last video, you know I am quite critical of ICE. I don't think we should abolish them, of course, but I think it is good and healthy to criticize your government.
Thank you. It's like, okay, it's like come on, brain, work with me. It's like, yes, it's not sunshine and rainbows. It's like there's gonna be pros and cons of everything. Like, take policemen back in 2010 and 2020. Wasn't there like a lot of police brutalities, and then a lot of good policemen were also getting like insults, whatnot, like bad reviews. It's like, what's that thing called? Damage because of association? No, that's not it. Basically, not everybody's bad. Like there's a good point for this side of the policeman, and then there were bad points for this side of policeman. I haven't heard any police brutalities lately. I think I'm not saying that there isn't, but hopefully like a vast majority of things got straightened out. Which is why it's like history is repeating itself with ICE. I'm not saying they're good people, I'm not saying they're bad people, but it's like, well, it's like saying, all right, here we go again. That type of vibe. Yeah. Alright, okay, enough pausing.
I am a political culture war commentator. I talk about political topics often. People come to me to hear my political opinions. But not everybody wants to be a political YouTuber or streamer. And not everybody wants to listen to a political YouTuber or streamer. Sometimes we just want to have fun and talk about other things. There are lots of other things to talk about. Sometimes we want to look at funny memes or watch funny videos without having politics shoved down our throat. So a lot of people thought it was really refreshing when a cosplay streamer was basically like, I don't want to talk about politics. Why are you coming to me for politics? It was a perfectly sane, rational opinion. So of course, like, half the internet had a problem with it. It's just not that hard to say ICE. It's really not that hard to say ICE, to be honest. Is it so hard to just say ICE? It's really not hard to say ICE.
It's not that it is hard. It's just that nobody wants to say it. And you can't force people to say it. Like, that would... These people are insufferable. A lot of people are going to hate these kinds of people, but after seeing this happen so much, it's like the political slop they get into just infests their brains, and they just have a whole doomer violent hatred towards the opposition of their political ideologies. It's a lot of people hate them, but I can't help but pity them. Like, this is very pitiful. Like, I feel bad that this is the kind of people that are here. I feel sorry for these people. I may be a nobody and whatnot, but this is kind of sad to watch.
Jesus Christ, how hard is it to just say ICE? How hard is it to just say ICE? How hard is it to just say ICE and move on? Oh my god. Just say ICE. It's not hard. Is it so hard to just say the line? Say the line. Say it. Jesus Christ, like, at this point, even if Emeru did want to, like, abolish ICE, even if she really did think ICE, she shouldn't say it. Like, I wouldn't say it at this point, because this is just, like, this is creepy. This is like a horde of zombies.
Hive mind. They have a hive mind. Wasn't there, like, an incident, like, a few years back, maybe 5 years ago, somewhere around there, where an incident happened, or was it 6 years ago, maybe? Because it was, like, 2020s, probably. Wasn't there, like, an incident where a lot of left-leaning people just straight up ditched the left and became right-leaning? I mean, if something like that happened, then there's something wrong. And saying this like a hive mind, I agree with Shu. It is kind of creepy that this is like a hive mind or a zombie apocalypse.
Is chasing after you. Hey, it's actually super easy to stream and have opinions.
No.
I'll show you. ICE, Donald Trump and everyone in his administration, Elon Musk, free Palestine, US is on stolen land built by stolen people, Luigi did nothing wrong, abortion is healthcare, leave trans people the alone.
Why bring
These people
Luigi
literally
into
just
this?
speak in bumper stickers, dude. Just like copy pasting the internet leftist starter pack. What the hell am I looking at?
ChatGPT.
I hate the Reddit ass. Hey, it's super easy. It's crazy, like 1,000 years ago, this dude's ancestors were hunting mammoths. And now he's on here like, Men should not be speaking like this. I'm sorry. We need another war. The post
What?
that really seemed to kick this all off was made by Denims, the self-described largest female.
We all saw the post, the tweet from Yeet, right? The one where she was defending incest and was also called out for being a grifter of flaming Hassan Piker, despite being one of his orbiters. My sister once said that 2024, or was it 2025? Either way, it was too early to say that a lot of famous people are going to get their secrets ripped out of the closet. This is why I refuse to like cause trouble or have any sort of problems with like viewers or whatnot, because they will go back. They will look through all the VODs just to call you out on something. I can't be that dedicated. I can't. That is why I have a life. I can't do what they do. I respect it, but I can't do what they do. I want the scab be ripped off. There we go. There we go. I want this. Trying to rip out the scab. I don't want to go away. Whatever. Oh gosh, the smell of iron.
Female political streamer. Only because I don't stream Denims. Only because I don't stream. Anyway, I don't have any like personal beef with Denims. This isn't like an own Denims video. We used to be kind of cool years ago, but she apparently has some opinions on Emaru, so let's hear her out. Never thought I'd see the day we'd be fence-sitting the modern Gestapo. First of all,
I hate that stupid fence sitting. I mean, whatever. BRB, I need to wash my arm. And that was my last tissue. Come on. Alright. Pausing the video. I mean the recording. Oh my. Move my stupid. Oh, there it is. It's on the other side of the monitor. Okay. Okay, I'm back.
she's not fence sitting. She's just choosing not to talk about politics. Like, in order to fence sit, you actually have to say something. She didn't even say anything. Like, how do you even know what her opinion is? Second of all, modern Gestapo? Why is everything the f***ing Holocaust? It's totally normal to criticize ICE. It's totally understandable to have issues with the things they are doing. But modern Gestapo? Don't you guys get tired of this shit?
Gestapo is an acronym for the German term which translates directly to Secret State Police. It was the official brutal secret police force of Nazi Germany and German-occupied Europe, acting as a key instrument of terror, surveillance, and repression to eliminate oppositions to the Nazi regime. Oh. Where do people even get these words from? I don't even remember learning this in history.
Like, don't you guys get tired of saying, like, isn't this exhausting after a while?
Yes!
Everything is Nazis, everything is the Holocaust, everyone is Hitler. It's like nothing else bad ever happened in history. Like, what did they used to compare bad things to before World War II? Oh my god, you're literally Napoleon. Also, I love this. Racist chud. Like, where did the racism part, like, where did that come from? Listen, I don't get on camera and start talking about cars or math or taxes or investing or going outside or the plenty of other things I don't know about. I sit here and talk about the gender war and the culture war because I'm good at those things and that's what people watch me for. That is my lane and I stay in it. Emaru likes what she's doing. Her audience likes what she's doing. There are plenty of other channels that will regurgitate your political takes back to you. Just turn on the TV. Turn on CNN. Most people, most normal people, are sick and tired of celebrities just like spewing their political takes completely unprompted. I don't f***ing care what Glub Shido thinks of politics, okay? Why does Glub Shido have to get on stage and start talking about how we're on stolen land or some shit? Why do you need your political opinions thrown up into your mouth by a celebrity like a fucking baby bird? Like, do you really want Sydney Sweeney throwing up in your mouth?
No,
Don't answer that.
No.
Don't answer that.
No.
Please don't answer that.
No.
She's right when she says most streamers are not qualified to talk about politics. Okay, here's the thing, dude. You actually don't have to be qualified to talk about politics to say f*** ICE. It's not that hard of a concept.
You actually don't have to know what you're talking about in order to just say the line. What? You should look into a topic, do your own research, come to your own conclusion, and form your own opinion on the topic. You should not just blindly
I watched both Asmongold and ShoeOnHead. And it's like they have two opposite opinions. Like she criticizes them. Asmongold is, what's that word? Is not supporting them, but it's like he agrees with, yeah, that's a word, agrees with ICE. And I'm like, I look at both sides and I see like, okay, so both side. So there's a problem, and then there's a pro, and then there's a con. And I feel like some people are just blind and only see the cons. And I'm not in support with ICE. I'm not. There are some things that it's just like, yeah, that's not okay. Like I said, this gets exhausting. I don't know how political streamers can do this, or political content creators do this. It's very exhausting. I don't know how they do this, which is why I just like to play video games only.
mindlessly say the lines.
You know who doesn't do political content? Cutie Cinderella. Cutie Cinderella literally never does political content. And even she's capable of saying F*** ICE. What about Cinna? You don't have to be a political creator to recognize that it's not hard to say F*** ICE.
You don't have to be a...
That's her, not Emaru. If she doesn't want to say it, she doesn't want to say it. If I don't want to say it, I don't want to say it. But everybody wants you to say it. Say the line, Bart. Say the line. Y'all really are like a hive mind. It's creepy.
Political content creator to say the line. All your other friends are saying the line, Emaru. Why aren't you saying the line, Emaru?
L ICE. Okay, but unironically though, f them. Straight up. Hey, f them. Yeah, it's f them, don't care, and if you don't like that I say that, it's f you too. You know what I mean? It's really that easy for me, I'm telling you right now.
There's Emaru's roommate saying the line. Aren't we all proud of her? By the way, where are all her friends during all of this? Where are all her morally righteous, good guy, big streamer friends while this is all going down? While she's being dragged by half of the internet for doing absolutely nothing wrong. This girl who literally just came out of an allegedly abusive relationship. This girl who literally just got assaulted, grabbed by some freak at a convention. Now this girl is going through all of this. I guess it's fine to be silent when your friend is getting dragged by half of the internet.
You can't see me right now, but I'm covering my face. I think the only person so far that's defending her is Asmongold. So far from what I see. I think Ethan Klein also talked about it. But it's like, okay, there's a lot of people that are close friends with Emaru. Why aren't they saying anything? Why is it only Asmongold? It's like, you can disagree with people. Like, didn't she also say that she disagreed with some things that Asmongold says? Yeah, I think she did. And it's like, yeah, you can still be friends with the person. Gosh.
But don't you dare stay silent about current thing. I don't even
I
know
will be
this woman,
silent.
and
You
I'm
can't
sticking my
make me.
neck out for her because it pisses me off seeing this kind of shit happen to people who absolutely do not deserve it.
If you're above the age of 18, you should care about politics in your fucking country. You don't get
No.
to be like, well, I don't agree with this whole taxes thing, so I'm just not gonna pay for it. You can't say like, well, I'm just not gonna care about all this politics stuff.
When someone doesn't have an opinion on a political topic, people like you might get a little mad. When someone doesn't pay their taxes, the government comes and arrests them. Okay, so that's the difference between those things.
There's this weird idea in America especially where like you can just be an adult and be like, oh, I don't care about politics. What?
Many people
Stop showing denims, man. I'm getting pissed off. Oh man, like, why are you on Emiru's case? Like, why are you on her case? Don't you have a copyright infringement lawsuit to focus on? Like, of all things to put your priorities on, you decide to pick on Emiru.
most people do not care that much about politics. I know to you and me that's like mind-blowing, that's like unfathomable, because our whole life is politics, our job is politics, like I get it. But most people's lives do not revolve around politics. They do other things other than fight with strangers online. Crazy, I know, but man, do I envy them.
I agree. I go to work, I do my job, I get paid, I go home, and if I feel like it, I play video games or go to sleep or eat, and rinse and repeat. Nothing else matters after that. But no, that is not okay.
I was so much happier before I knew. Sadly, it is getting harder and harder for the average person to not care about politics because politics is seeping into literally everything. Politics will be bending you over and spreading your cheeks and going in dry whether you want it or not. And unfortunately, the people who are like, I just want to be left alone, are the people who are the most fucked by politics. Also, more importantly, Emiru wasn't saying that she doesn't care about politics. She was saying she didn't want to talk about politics. I feel like that is a huge difference. I care a lot about, like, skincare, but I don't get on here and talk about like peptides and collagen to my audience because they don't give a shit. They're here to watch me say feminism is doo-doo and make silly little faces at the camera. Yeah, you like that shit? I hate when grown women don't have a mind of their own. You are 28 years old, please develop a mind of your own. All she does is pander to anime gooner men. No mind of her own. I never liked Emiru, so finding out she does is
Hello, it's very rare I will speak my mind, but I'd rather get my thoughts. You did not have to apologize. You did not have to apologize because there's no point in apologizing. Because why would you apologize to people who already hate you just to hate you? Or just hate you because you're famous?
Pander to anime gooner men. No mind of her own. I never liked Emiru, so finding out she's stupid and doesn't have a mind of her own is nice.
I didn't like her for no reason at first. Now
Finding out she's stupid and doesn't have a mind of her own is nice.
You just admitted it.
Audacity.
Self-report.
If she didn't have a mind of her own, she would have mindlessly parroted the shit you want her to say. She would have mindlessly just been like, F Ice. If Emiru came out and was like, actually, I think Ice is doing a fine job, do you think they'd be like, ah yes, she has a mind of her own? No, absolutely not. They are not angry that she doesn't have an opinion. They are angry that she doesn't have their opinion. The absolute audacity to say that this woman doesn't have a mind of her own while thousands of you people swarm her like drones, barking orders at her to say the line. You guys literally operate like the fucking Borg. So what I'm gathering is that Emiru is a grown woman who acts like a frail, silly little girl to entertain fat, dirty, incel, Asian fetisher weirdos and is okay with that but draws the line at saying Ice is bad. Emiru and Asmon's audience are the same. Incels love Emiru because she confirms the image of the anime bimbo stereotype that incels worship. She definitely cultivated an audience who, in the end of all things, are reactionary. She appeals to violent racists who fetishize Asian women. What the fuck is this Asian fetish thing? Are they just saying this because she's fucking Asian? Like, I'm trying to find a clip of Emeru saying sucky sucky $5 or something, but it doesn't exist. I don't know what to tell you, man. It's not a coincidence that she answered the question this way, and that her fan base consists heavily on Asian fetishes. I don't know where this is coming from, and this woman,
who tends to be white men with egocentric political views.
Her fan base consists heavily on Asian fetishes. I don't know where this is coming from, and this woman, the woman saying this is literally an OnlyFans, like an Asian OnlyFans model. Like, I'm sorry, are you really the person to be talking about fetishization here? The most insane part of all of this had to be when her ex-boyfriend, her allegedly abusive ex-boyfriend, posted his own ice in the middle of his ex-girlfriend being canceled for not saying that. Like, how fucking petty do you have to be to subtweet your ex like that?
I mean, Tecton wasn't wrong. A lot of streamers have an ego, and boy oh boy does it show to a lot of streamers. I got humbled way too many times. I'm not gonna lie. I got humbled way too many times before I even turned 20 years old. It was humiliating. And now I have a mindset that just dictates like, nope, you cannot have an ego. You're not worth it. You're not worth a hill of beans. I can't. I'm not even worthy of having my own ego.
Another character involved in all this is former booby streamer Caseytron.
It reminds me of whenever Amaranth started wearing a cowboy hat, because that's what—
Don't do this. Don't do this. Didn't you recently just apologize to Ethan Klein? Do you really want to start dumpstering on another person? Really? Is that a cookie? What kind of cookie is that? Is that sugar cookie or oatmeal? I hope it's sugar. Wait a minute. Hold up. Something's off about that cookie. Why is there sauce on the cookie?
Whenever she started going like
I'm about to
full Nazi, basically. She started wearing the cowboy hat. It's like whenever these Texas girls in like these Austin, Texas streamer circles start wearing cowboy hats, that's whenever you gotta watch out.
A woman in Texas wearing a cowboy hat? Lord, take me out. Take me out back behind the shed. Put me out of my misery if I ever become this politically brain rotted. Holy shit.
Like, you know that she probably has like weird incels donating her hundreds of dollars. It's because, like, in my opinion, like, it's all a facade to appeal to the worst type of men. Because, like, really misogynistic, shitty incel like men, they like a woman that doesn't have any opinions. I think that she also plays into how a lot of incels will fetishize Asian women. Her whole platform is just like appealing to like the worst fucking men. She's like basically cells will fetishize Asian women. Her whole
docile and American woman, or like white woman and like that, you know what I mean? It's like her
platform is just like appealing to like the worst fucking men. She's like basically like she's like a pick-me for like incel freaks.
So this fucking pick-me shit, dude, it's gonna be the death of me. Before making this video, I watched a bunch of Emeru stuff, and I saw no signs of like pick-me behavior at all. At least with some streamers or some YouTubers. People could be like, oh, they criticize women, so they're trying to be like one of the good ones, and they're a pick-me. Like, okay, sure, like, that's retarded. We all know that's retarded. But at least I can like kind of see how is Emeru a pick-me? She doesn't even do that shit. Like, where is the pick-me thing coming from? No, really though, what makes her a pick-me and not the booby streamer or OnlyFans models calling her a pick-me? You are literally selling your body for men to consume. If men do not pick pictures of your ass, you can't pay rent. There's no bigger pick-me on earth than a fucking porn star. And me. I don't care about being called a pick-me. I've been doing this for over a decade now. I'm used to it. I've been called it thousands of times. I'm a 35-year-old married mother. I do not give a shit.
Yeah, she is married. How can she be called a pick-me? I feel like throwing up to even saying that. Guys don't say that. We don't say that. We never call a woman that. It's either they're... I'm trying to be family friendly as much as possible. It's either they're a female dog or they're just a piece of garbage with a terrible personality. It's either those two things. Men don't call women pick-me's. That is like not an egotistical way, but more like a I need to think of a word. What do you call a woman like that? Come on. It's like, no. Not an egotistical way of saying it, but it's like a derogatory way of saying she's a harlot.
I do care, however, when other women are called pick-me for the
No. I know. There's a better way of saying it. It's like a backhanded way of telling a person, or actually specifically a woman, because mostly women are being called pick-me's. It's like a backhanded way of calling a woman a harlot that isn't a harlot.
Of not following a hive mind. I see it so often in like the VTuber community. Like all these VTuber anime women will be called pick-me's for just saying their opinions. You have to understand, like, to these people, whenever a woman has like an opinion that is not like the corporate HR approved opinion of the week, whenever a woman doesn't toe the line of the current thing, in this case, whenever a woman doesn't say anything, she's called a pick-me. You know, she just must have these opinions for men. No other reason. Every woman is secretly a big progressive feminist. And if they're not, they're just doing it for male attention. Because I'm sure someone who looks like this is really starving for male attention.
And then in my opinion, it's like she's not entertaining whatsoever. She's...
Let me stop you right there. Let me stop you right there. $77.2K. $1.58 million. Let's just pull out the calculator really quick. Excuse me. $77,200. Wow. Compared to you, she would still have. You have a 1,500,000 difference. 1.5 million difference.
Like, I would literally rather watch paint dry.
So true, because you know what is far more entertaining?
Wait, time out. I did not count this Twitch. No. Don't do this. I'm not sure if I can show this, so I'll just turn the window off. Wow. 2 million followers on Twitch. I want to get good and have a good time. I'll just drop a follow, even though I may never watch her streams. I'll just drop a follow anyway.
Than a cute, high-energy cosplay streamer reacting to memes. This is way more entertaining. And if you don't agree, you're just like an incel.
I'm gonna kill
Your job is going to disappear.
Okay, bitch. Eventually, after a few days of being dogpiled by the most annoying people on Earth, Emaru came out with a statement. Hello, it's very rare I will speak my mind, but I'd rather get my thoughts out there, so apologies if this is long. There's a clip from my stream that's been circulating a lot, so I'd like to explain it for anyone who was hurt or shocked by it. It should go without saying that no one deserves to live their life in fear of being killed or taken away from their homes or families, regardless of who is doing it, but especially not because of ICE or any other government agency. I understand the world is a very cruel and messed up place. You don't have to study politics or actively read the news to know that. I would never want to invalidate anyone who struggles with those things, and an agency causing fear and suffering deserves zero support. To me, that's not even political, it's basic human empathy. Now, I thought that statement was perfectly fine. My issue with it is, she didn't have to make it. She was basically forced to come out and say her opinion. So did these freaks finally back off once Emaru made her opinion about ICE clear? No. Of course not. Nazi response. TLDR, go f yourself in your PR apology. And there it is. Of fucking course she's another dumb cunt. Girl, we are not as dumb as you look. You're still a racist chud, but continue to enjoy the money you get from your incel audience because they're disgusting just like you. All I hear is
Just get through the video, man. Just get through the video. I'm not even Emaru, and I'm actually getting mad about this.
I support Israel, and my name is Emaru. Wait, what? Where the f did Israel come from? What? I don't like to talk about politics equals I'm a Nazi, and I'm ashamed of my opinions. Everyone knows what's up. She's a fascist in disguise and is squirming. I'm ashamed of my opinions. Everyone knows.
By the way, far-right people are...
knows what's up. She's a fascist in disguise and is squirming. Emaru, you are garbage Nazi-loving cunt. You got orange around your mouth. Say F you, Asmongold. If you're neutral... Oh wait, if you're neutral, you might as well say you're MAGA.
And a few other MAGA types. Oh wait, if you're neutral, you might as well say you're MAGA. Stands for something.
Stand for something, ho. That's what Trump wants. For everyone to be quiet about it. The idea of get off the internet is so fucking ignorant. This dumb cunt needs to shut her fucking mouth. Thank God her downfall is happening. I've been hating on her since day one and knew something was off about her. Not a good statement. She implicitly disavowed ICE, but not so much the actual Trump admin. Yeah, you disavowed ICE, but what about disavowed ICE?
Pushing back on blatant fascism should be mandatory for all public figures.
But not so much the actual...
And this is why people don't like the left. They're insufferable.
Trump admin. Yeah, you disavowed ICE, but
even the left that are in it also notice that their group are also insufferable. I can't deal with this. I'm just gonna unsubscribe. Well, not unsubscribe. I'm just gonna turn off notification for this stuff. I can't deal with this.
What about the whole Trump administration? They're like literally the mouse from If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. I was like reading that book to my toddler the other day and I was like, oh my god, this is literally Twitter. You cannot give them an inch, dude. Of course are incel fans swooping in to protect the poor little 28-year-old. Ah yes, incels. Known for defending women online. What? What the f does the word incel even mean anymore?
I don't even know. I actually don't know myself. A member of an online community of young men who consider themselves unable to attract women sexually, typically associated with views that are hostile towards women and men who are sexually active. I don't have the guts to even approach a woman.
Or does it just mean man now? It just means...
Okay, let me be more specific because that makes me a coward. Okay, so... It's like, okay, talking to a woman is completely normal, like normal difficulty. But trying to talk in a romantic way, I'm running there. that still makes me a coward. Whatever.
Man, I do not like. I had no idea this was a thing until yesterday. How come no one told me Emaru low-key a femcel? Femcel! Emaru's a femcel! Oh my Do people just not know what words mean anymore? How are they coming to these conclusions? I mean, have you...
Why is this long? Okay. Just give me the meaning, man. Just give me the meaning. Femcel is a short for female involuntary celibate. Involuntary, okay. Referring to a woman who want to be in a romantic or sexual relationship but are unable to find a partner. Emerging from online communities, these individuals often share feelings of loneliness, social isolation, and frustration, sometimes focusing on self-improvement or discussing gender dynamics. Origin, the term is derived from incel, okay, obviously, but whereas the incel subculture is predominantly male and often aggressive, the femcel or female focus community often focuses on internalized frustration. Common themes, yeah, I'm not reading the whole thing, forget that.
You looked at her? I mean, look at her. Look at her. Just look at her. Look at her.
She's pretty! Even though I never have the... I can't deal with women.
Yeah, sorry, I don't see it. I think
She's
you guys
pretty.
just might be mentally ill.
Or
We
jealous.
need to do something about
Jealous.
these male-centered women. Okay, first of all, nothing is more male-centered than centering your life around hating men. Men just live rent-free in your fucking head. Take it up with God, go to therapy, do literally anything else than make it our problem. Fuck her, and especially fuck her bestie Asmongold. I hope they get kirked.
No, whoa. Never wish... I will never wish death upon a person. That is for the justice system, not me. Leave me out of it. It's like, yes, bad people deserve what's coming to them, but I don't want my whole mind to be focused on an evil person's death. We move on from that.
Pretty old woman too scared to say f guys to keep her incel audience happy. Let's hope she gets abused again. Couldn't happen to a better person.
You're a terrible person. Why do people... We need to go back to 2009, 2010, or 2012, because a lot of people were a little bit more nice before this happened.
Next time this cunt is assaulted, I'm gonna laugh and laugh. F her and f Ice and f you if you support this cunt. Emaru deserved what Miskiff did to her. F Emaru for supporting Ice. I genuinely hope this bitch gets oh, okay. I reported that one. Holy shit. What is wrong with these people? See, you don't understand. I'm good guy, which makes
I genuinely hope this gets at her next meetup. I might hate these apolitical, I hate saying that word, women more than actual Nazis at this point. Are you happy with your life? I can't comprehend how a person can be so hateful. I can't comprehend that. And you try to... whatever.
Genuinely hope this bitch gets
This is
oh,
the
okay.
left, huh?
I reported that one. Holy shit. What is wrong with these people? See, you don't understand. I'm good guy, which makes it okay for me to say fucked up things about bad guy. You think saying that to someone is fucked up? Well, you should be abused too, because you're probably also bad guy. It's called being on the right side of history, Chud.
Dude, I gotta stop smacking my keyboard so hard.
To say fucked up things about bad guy. You think saying that to someone is fucked up? Well, you should be abused too, because you're probably also bad guy. It's called being on the right side of history, Chud. Look it up. Nazis deserve death, and silence is compliance.
I hate this so much. I hate that stupid phrase. Silence is compliance. I hate that so much. It's like, okay. It's not It's not something to be really mad about, but it's like I hear it so much. I hate it. I hate it. It's like sometimes I understand the origin of why it came to be, but there are some moments where it's like that just makes me want to say, shut up. Just shut up. I don't like you can't expect everybody whatever. I should just go and play video games.
Science. May I just remind the audience that this is what she said.
If you need a streamer who doesn't even know anything about politics to tell you about politics, you probably just need to get off the internet.
Ladies and gentlemen, a Nazi that deserves death. What? After making her terrible statement full of lies, Emaru decided to follow right-wing grifter ShoeOnHead.
Just so people can stop pretending she doesn't know what ice meant. She's close with Asmongold and doesn't want to talk about politics for a reason. I believe she says that she doesn't agree with everything that Asmongold says. People can have their disagreements, even if they are still friends. Y'all are just vicious. Y'all are so hateful. Do you got anything better to do?
Of course, Emaru is now following a fellow pathetic pick-me for being quiet about ice. They both don't want to
Shue is married. What point is there to being a pick? Yeah, they
piss off their 100% right-wing Gooner fan base. For the record, my fan base is probably like 70% right-wing and 80% Gooner. Okay, but for some reason, they didn't mind when I came out and harshly criticized ICE in my last video. Yes, some disagreed, but for the most part, they didn't care. As long as you aren't preaching from an ivory tower with no nuance, rhyme, or reason, people don't care. I'll say some shit like, we should decommodify housing, and the right-wingers in my audience are just like, okay, commie mommy. These people can like, we should decommodify.
What did she just say?
Modify housing. And
the frick is decommodifying? Decommodifying housing involves treating housing as a fundamental human right rather than a profit-driven asset. Removing a portion of the housing stock from the private speculative market, it aims to ensure permanent affordability through strategies like public housing, community land trusts, and limited equity cooperatives. This shift combats housing instability and, as explored in this UCLA research, aims to create stable, healthy communities. I would love that, actually. I would love that. I actually would love that. Because it sounds like to me it would decrease the rent Armageddon. The rent Armageddon. I can't think of a better word. The rent catastrophe. Better there.
And the right-wingers in my audience are just like, okay, commie mommy. These people cannot fathom a universe where people just disagree. Oh, you're just scared. You don't want to upset your chud audience. I upset my chud audience every goddamn day. You're the ones terrified of your own fucking cult. God forbid you only agree with 99% of the hive mind approved opinions. God have mercy on your soul. I do not envy you. Once you bend the knee to these people, once you apologize or capitulate, it's over. These people don't actually want an apology. They want to humiliate you. They want to drag you down. At the end of the day, they have found a socially acceptable way to bully people. That's what this is. A lot of people in response to Emaru's statement were like, why did you apologize to the mob? You know, you bent the knee, you're a coward. And honestly, people don't realize how insane it can get. These people, the
I understand.
cult of the CryBully. They come in swarms, they get in your head, they prey on your empathy, they isolate you from your friends, they make you feel like a terrible person for having milquetoast normal ass opinions, or in this case, no opinion. And when you are someone who is not used to dealing with these types of people, or you are someone in like a vulnerable state of mind, it is very easy for these cult-like tactics to work. This shit works especially well with women in particular, not to be sexist, but it's just true. Honestly, you know, now that I think about it, the only people who are immune to this are like autistic people. I swear to God, people on the spectrum are immune to the cry-bully tactics. What happened is Emaru just saw like a shit ton of people.
I know what I'm doing. Wait, is it this one or this one? You know what, let's go with this one, because it wasn't at the very top. 20 questions, 3 minutes. Alright, we'll do that one.
Who were mad at her, and she wanted to do the correct thing. Unfortunately, this is just gonna make it worse. And they are moving on to one of their favorite tactics.
The big question in everyone's mind is, well, are you still friends with Asmongold?
While it is appreciated that you are taking a stand and clarifying the clip, you do continue to be vague about how deep your associations with Asmon are. So hopefully you've cut ties, be vague.
Who has been very clear about how he feels about the current political climate and has made hypocritical statements regarding discussing politics on stream.
About how deep your associations with Asmon are. So hopefully you've cut ties with that hate-mongering Nazi troll Asmon, right? Glad you made this and owned up to it, but you're still friends with Asmongold, so it doesn't read as earnest. Almost a decent explanation, but the elephant in the room is that your friendship with Asmongold is holding this back from seeming sincere. Okay, now what about your best friend Asmongold? Denounce Asmon or I'm not taking this seriously. You're friends with Assmold. Or I'm not taking this seriously. Your friend.
Get off your fence and grow a spine. Listen, I refuse. Listen, if my sister is going through like some sort of controversy, and if it is like, oh no, my brain, come on, my brain, work with me. I just, okay, whatever. If one of my friends in church were to be a streamer, which he is not, if he were to go through a controversy, I will warn him off rip. Do not apologize. If he was in the right, do not apologize. If he actually did something wrong, then it would be okay to apologize. But still, know that people will hate you for the sake of hating you. There we go.
With Assmold. Assmold?
I'm pretty sure she's still friends with Asmongold.
Now, whatever you think of Asmongold, he is friends with Emaru. They are friends, even though they disagree with each other. Crazy, right?
I literally said, like, I don't agree with the things he says. Like, what do y'all want me to do?
Yay!
Like, fucking shoot him on stream?
Yes, that is.
It's okay to have disagreements. That's okay. If you have a friend that agrees with you with everything, you do not have a friend. You have a bootlicker.
What they want you to do. Yes. Around 2018, I was facing nearly daily harassment for being friends with someone who was on the right. Hundreds of people were on my ass like every day. They were calling my job. They got emails of my family members. It was like non-stop. Now, this person was a good friend of mine, but in order to get all these people off my back, I did probably the cringiest thing ever, and I publicly disavowed her. Publicly disavowed a friend of mine over political differences. Now,
this is why, okay. So, around 2024 or 2023, I used to have like 1,000 videos posted. But then I straight up one day I straight up just deleted them all. It did go against YouTube guidelines. I did get a message from them. It was not a good thing to do, but the only reason I did that, and for some videos and some live streams, I only did it because it had my face. And I know that some people already watched it, but I still just mass deleted everything because and I also had like some that I actually wanted to keep. I actually would use like the YouTube editor to put a blur to cover my face. I only did that because things are just getting dangerous, and I feel like it's just gonna keep on getting worse and worse and worse. Like the whole, I'm not sure if people still remember this. I'm pretty sure they still remember this. Remember what happened to Camilla with the stalker? Or other streamers that was getting stalked? People were getting doxxed. Yeah. I just decided to like, maybe it would be best if I just delete everything and not show my face ever again. Because I don't want to deal with that risk. I don't want to deal with that. Getting doxxed, getting my family in danger, getting my job called. That's psychotic. You can't possibly be this. That guy was right. I was watching a YouTube short. I'm not sure if I can find it. Basically, to summarize, this guy was basically explaining like, I would not want to deal with a hateful person because for some reason the brain is more motivated to be as hateful as possible. Like, it's easier to be hateful towards a person than to be kind to a person. I'm not sure if you can agree with me on that, but, well, actually, we have the proof right here in this video. Some people can just hate for no reason. But they will go out of their way, they will take time out of their day to just hate you, spread misinformation, spreading lies, or even digging up truth, trauma, or anything just to hate you. I don't want to deal with that. So when I was seeing a lot of people getting doxxed, getting stalked, or any sort of harassment, I just decided to just cut my face off of the internet because it's just not worth it. It's just not. I mean, I'm still at risk of being found even though I'm not showing my camera. Actually, it's a bad camera anyway. I don't even think I would show my face even with this camera. It's pretty bad. I can understand why people become VTubers now. I can understand that. But I don't want to become a VTuber. I don't want to be a cringy anime character on the internet. I don't have the energy. Alright, I yap too much.
Now, for those of you who are new here, that sounds like something I would never do, but I did it. I bent the knee to a faceless mob of people who hate me. And in return, I received nothing. The harassment didn't stop, the hate didn't stop. Well, needless to say, karma is real, and the same thing happened to me years later. I was publicly disavowed by friends over political differences. This story ultimately does have a good ending. Me and my friend from 2018 we made up years ago. But looking back on all this in 2026 is extremely embarrassing. And if I knew what I knew now, I would have just told those people to go fuck themselves. But in the moment, it's incredibly stressful and you just kind of want it all to stop. And you will do whatever you can to make it stop. So I understand why Emeru came out and made a statement. I just really hope she doesn't wind up disavowing friends over political differences like I did. It was a huge mistake and it is not worth it, because you are going to find yourself surrounded by people who see you as a temporary ally and not a real friend. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a never apologize person. You should apologize if you actually do something wrong, if you actually wronged someone, but you shouldn't apologize to like a nebulous, faceless mob of people while facing down a barrel of a gun.
There is nothing that she could say and no amount of money she could donate that could convince me she's not a soulless ghoul like all the men she's happily surrounded herself with for years.
There is nothing you can ever do to please these people, so why bother? They will not be happy until you kill yourself, and even then they will dance on your grave. And I know, like, with everything going on right now, like, is this really a video about cancel culture in 2026? And it's like, yeah, I don't know. First of all, you should expect that. You clicked on a ShoeOnHead video. But second of all, yeah, I feel like this is kind of important to talk about. I feel like this type of thing is part of the reason we are where we are right now. This type of stuff drives people away from the left. And more importantly than that, it's just evil. I saw some leftists covering Emeru being canceled, and they were like, the cultural shift is here. Woke 2.0, we don't play around. We're mean now. Woke 2.0? Because woke 1.0 worked out so well for you guys in the country, right? You're supposed to learn from your mistakes, not double down and get worse. I don't know how you can look at the last 10 years and be like, we have got to get more annoying. Like, what are you doing? Attacking normie streamers for not wanting to be involved in political discourse? Also, I feel like this goes without saying, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I'm not smearing, like, the left as a whole, okay? This isn't fucking Fox News. This isn't the Nuxanor channel. I'm well aware there are plenty of left-wing people, especially in my audience, who feel the same way I do. I'm talking about a certain faction of the mostly online left. I was about to say it's like a loud minority, but I don't even think it's a minority anymore. I think it's like a majority. Like, I feel like I'm one of the only ones like holding down the fort. Like me and Anna Kasparian. And every day I'm called a right-wing grifter for being like, hey, maybe we can focus on the issues that like actually affect the working class. You know, things that actually help people, not stupid fucking shit like going after e-girl cosplay streamers. Like, can we just get back to the fact that we are all being ruled by satanic billionaire pedophiles who may or may not be eating children, please? Thank you. In conclusion, Emeru did nothing wrong. People are tired of having politics shoved down their throat, and you don't need to speak about things you don't want to speak about. You don't have to do that. You don't have to say the line, actually. This is mass psychosis, rivaling on 2020. These people are trying to socially ostracize this woman for not putting like a black square on her Instagram. They're just mad at Emeru for not doing like the ice bucket challenge or some shit. Like that's basically what is happening here. If you are going to streamers,
I remember the ice bucket challenge. I'm actually so glad nobody called my name. I am so glad. My brother could have done it, but one of our cousins called his name, and he was highly upset. And he could have called my name, but thank God he didn't. And he asked me. Basically, I was the one who dumped the ice on him. He's the look on his face is like, "Damn, come on, man, just do it, just do it, just do it." I'm covering my eyes. Oh man. When was the ice bucket challenge? That might have been the best year for me. 2014? 2014? What? No. No. It was not that long ago. No way. No. So wait. That was 12 years ago? What? No. I'm miscounting. So wait. Was it? Oh gosh, it wasn't really. It really was 12 years ago. Oh my gosh, no, no, I'm not. I'm getting old. This isn't fair.
For political information, you are cooked. If you are going to ShoeOnHead for political information, you are deep fried. So that was that little video. If you liked my yapping, please subscribe. And if you can, donate to my Patreon down below. It really helps the channel out, and I appreciate it so much. And I will see you guys very soon with a new video. Bye!
This reaction video should not have been this long, but it was. I'm not gonna lie, I can't deal with this. I can't deal with the political spectrum. I can't. I really can't. Alright. I'm gonna end the video here. The video is way too long. Alright. End video. Yeah, actually, I should just do this to make like an ending screen.